Hi, I'm Mark Prather, founder of Mark One Mortgage and the Mark One Wealth Academy, and I appreciate your time to watch this presentation. As you can see on my little mini bio here, I've been in the real estate industry since 1977. So that's what, 43 years. The end of this year will be 40 years since I started my company. And I've never been in the place that I am now. I'm super excited to share with you a strategy and a value that we're bringing clients and that you can bring clients that is unlike anything brought to consumers in the real estate industry ever before. And I know that's a big statement, but it's true. What we are doing is exploding with growth. It creates a phenomenal opportunity is because it's changing the landscape of real estate. But here's the bottom line, what it's all about. It's helping people. We all want to make money, but the key to making money is how much can you help people? What is the value? There is nothing better than changing someone's life in a powerful and profound way and then getting paid to do it. And that's exactly what we're doing. The biggest challenge that we all have, I don't care what you're selling, is consumers give us seconds, literally 5, 10 seconds. We've all been there where, someone knocks on your door, you go to the door, you open up the door and you see a salesperson. So let me ask you, how much time do you give that person before you say, thanks, but I'm not interested? The truth is, it's 1 or 2 sentences, it's 5 or 10 seconds. The truth is, it is not the best use of your time unless you have a message that will resonate with consumers instantly. I'm going to share with you that message. My business exploded to a level I just never dreamed. Why do we get so much rejection? And here's the short answer. Because you, as the salesperson, are talking about something the consumer is not interested in. See, every salesperson, essentially, in just about every industry, has been taught to sell the same way. And here's what that is. Talk about what you're selling. Now, realtors sell houses, so they talk about houses. Loan officers sell loans, so they talk about loan programs. What we're interested in is what the house or what the product or what the service can do and bring to our lives. That's what we're interested in. I'm going to show you a completely different way to market a different message that's going to resonate at a level with consumers that they're going to pause and they're going to want to talk to you. And as you educate them a little bit more, they're going to want to get into an appointment with you. And then when they learn a little bit more in that appointment, they're going to want to buy real estate at a level you just never dreamed possible. Here's why this is so important and relevant even today is the flow. World of consumers, we don't do anything until we identify a problem in our lives. The agent was high up in the food chain. They were right after the problem. Agents' value was clear, is they controlled the information. And so their need was clear to the consumers. And this would equal sales. Here's the new world. World of consumers, they identify a problem about buying or selling real estate, but they don't go to realtors first anymore. They go to Zillow or Redfin. Realtors have moved down in the food chain and their value has been diminished. Now agents are buying leads from these lead aggregators like Zillow, and it puts them in a weak position where they're now in chase mode. They're chasing these leads. They're not seeing the high value of the proprietary information that agents used to have. And so as a result, agents are working harder, chasing harder, and making less money. Commissions used to be 6%, then they went to 5%. Now listing commissions, 1% is all over the place. Combined 3.5%, 4% commissions is very common. And this is the most profound thing I have learned in my career about selling is we only buy a product or service if we need it, if we have clarity on what our problem is. When we are marketing houses or marketing loan programs, what we are doing is we are limiting ourselves to a place where we're relying on the consumer to know what the solutions are to their problems. And the truth is they don't know. What percentage of the people you know worry about money? When I ask that question to people, the answer I get is 90–95%. Even people with money worry about money. And that is absolutely true. People worry about money 24/7. And here's why: because of financial uncertainty. They're working hard, they're trying to pay their bills, they're trying to save money, but the truth is most of them are never getting ahead. They're just going sideways. And they believe there's no solution, but they are wrong. There is a solution. And I'm going to show you how you can be that solution and create clients at a pace you just never dreamed possible. It starts with the problem. Consumer has a problem. They want a solution. So problem, they want a solution. The big domino is when you're the person in the middle, that you are the expert advisor bringing the method to the solution, and the consumer is crystal clear in their mind. They can't go from problem to solution without you. That's when you're the big domino. Examples of this is attorneys. Someone has a legal problem, they want a solution. Very few people are going to try to play attorney on their own, or play doctor on their own, or play CPA on their own. They are crystal clear that they need an expert advisor that's an expert in a methodology to solve their problem. We market to that problem. We're positioning you as the expert advisor. You're going to learn a method that provides the solution, and the solution is going to sell real estate and create loans at a level you just never dreamed possible. The untapped real estate, I call it the gigantic untapped real estate market. This red little triangle at the top represents the 3 or 4% of consumers that are in the market right now to buy real estate. This is typical. 3 to 4% of consumers are in the market to buy real estate. 100% of the realtors are chasing this tiny market, and most are using a script that goes something like this. Are you or anybody you know interested in buying or selling real estate? And it's very difficult to differentiate yourself and to create a value that the consumer sees and goes, wow, that's great. So less than 10% of the people own rental. Here's what that tells us. Less than 10% of the people believe in real estate as a path to financial security, wealth, or retirement. Statistics reveal 65% of Americans have a 401k or an IRA, and less than 10% invest in real estate. 20% of renters could buy but choose not to, but they have a 401k or an IRA. What if you could convert this 60%? I'm going to show you how, instead of chasing this little 3 or 4% market with 100% of the competition being perceived to have minimal value, and pursue a market that is 10 to 20 times the size with virtually no competition, with a message that blows people away, and they want to talk to you and they want to meet you. Here's where consumers are, here's where realtors are, here's where loan officers are about what they don't know about real estate. Number one, they don't know what the utility value of real estate is. Now, whether you've been in the business a year or 25 or 30 years, if I asked 1,000 real estate agents and loan officers, same question, please explain or define for me what the utility value of real estate is, they couldn't do it. The utility value of real estate is the single most important reason why real estate is the fastest way to build wealth, why it blows away the stock market and every other asset class, and yet almost no one in the industry even knows what it is, can't explain it, and never makes the effort. And consumers don't know. Number two, the 5 economic benefits of real estate. Real estate grows wealth at a speed so beyond every other asset. On average, it will outperform the stock market by triple because of the 5 economic benefits. Number three, real estate is the fastest and safest path to wealth, and I'm going to show you how we prove that. And real estate outperforms stocks by triple, and real estate can eliminate the need to save money. That is a huge challenge for people. See, the country basically has people in 3 categories. The top 10% who are great, they're in great shape. The people that work for the government that have a great pension, and everybody else. And the everybody else category, I'm telling you, 90% of those people are struggling to save money and are struggling to reach retirement. And we can solve this problem at an incredible level. And I'm going to show you how we do that. No one's going to do business with you until they are crystal clear on what their problem is and how you can solve it. So we start our consultations this way. Let's say, if I don't know the person well, or if they have not given me any financial information, we make the conversation third person, meaning it goes something like this. I said, let me share with you what my typical client looks like. They're 40 years old. They want to retire in 25 years. Their expenses are about $5,000 a month. That's paying their rent and all their bills. They're saving $400 a month. They have $20,000 in their retirement account. Inflation has averaged about 3% a year for the past 100 years. And the rate of return net after money manager fees is about 4.5%. Here's where this is going to put them in 25 years. They're going to have $282,000 in their life savings. But their expenses are going to double to $125,000. With inflation, about every 22 to 23 years, expenses double. If they were to retire, they would run out of money in less than 2.5 years. Do you know 80% of the people in this country will run out of money in less than 5 years? Now, it's actually worse than this, because this $282,000, they still owe taxes to the federal government and to their state. $1,000 a month of retirement income on their life savings. Here's where their monthly expenses are. They have a $9,400 a month shortage. So then we reverse engineer, and I said, let me show you how much money you need to save. If your expenses are going to be $10,469 and you're getting 4.5% on your money, you're going to need to save $2,791,000. Over 25 years means you need to save $3,000 a month. When I ask the clients, I say, can you save $3,000 a month? You know what they do? They laugh. They said, look, I'm struggling to save $500. How can I save $3,000? Now, here's what we've done. We've revealed the pain, and we've created the clarity. They cannot solve that problem. Now you're the expert advisor, and they're looking for the method, the solution. Let's say someone has $120,000 and they buy $120,000 worth of stock. Now, for the $120,000, what are they going to get? Stock certificates. What can you use those stock certificates for? Nothing more than like maybe art, wallpaper, something like that. Let's say they net 8% on their money for 30 years. That means they're really netting about 9.5% because of money manager fees. What I've done is most people are going to be more around the 4 to 5%. And the reason is because their money gets diversified. But what I've done here is I've slanted the deck in favor of stocks. But because they can't live in their stock certificates, they need to live someplace, so they're renting. And they're paying $3,000 a month in rent. Rent appreciation, I'm using 4%. Now, LA and Orange County are more like 5.5% a year. So I'm going conservative. In 30 years, their stock portfolio would have grown to $1,207,000. So it's grown tenfold, which is terrific. But look what they would have paid in rent. Renters are losing money every single day. They're literally going backwards financially, and they don't even know it. Renters would have lost over $800,000 because of the lack of a utility of their stock. Now, let's take that same $120,000. We buy a $600,000 property, and we only get 5%. Now, I say only because California real estate has averaged 7.3% appreciation since 1968. Their PITI, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, at 4.5%, not like 3 or 3.5, is $32.79. In 30 years, that property is worth over $2.5 million, double the stock market. They would have paid $1,180,000. And their net gain after expenses, the little maintenance on that property, is $1,300,000 to $322,000. So if we take this plus the 811 negative, added up, the utility value is worth over $2 million. That's the gap between the stocks and the real estate. Now, let's say someone owns a home and they turn it into a rental. Same numbers, except for now they're collecting $3,000 a month. And in 30 years, they would have collected over $2 million in rent. You can see I've really pumped up the expenses because I put a vacancy factor, I put in property management and some other major repairs. And so we've really pumped the expenses up because what I'm really trying to do is slant the deck in favor of stocks and been very conservative on the real estate side. And you can see it's a $3 million gain versus $1.2 million. On average, California real estate will outperform the stock market by 3 to 1. Let's say someone put $65,000 into the retirement account versus using that $65,000 or 10% to buy a $650,000 property. That's a 10% down. Here's their growth rate. So 5% on stocks, 4% on real estate. Here's the annual appreciation growth rate. Here's the principal reduction. Because interest rates are so low, the amount of principal reduction on their mortgage payment is more than it's ever been in history. Now, if it's your home, there is no rental income. But if we turn your home into a rental, not only do you get the rental income, but you get significant tax savings with the depreciation write-offs. Now, if it's your home, you get the mortgage interest deduction. You can see the annual return, and you can see that the home is outperforming the stock market, 33,811 or 2,800 a month. How many people do you know saving 2,800 a month, and this is on a $650,000 property? Now, expand your markup by tenfold, because instead of marking to that little 3 or 4%, we're going to expand it to all the people, the homeowners and the renters that can buy and choose not to, but are sitting in this 401k. And we're going to bring a value so dramatically more powerful. Sell real estate at an epic rate by providing the solution to your client's financial problems or pains. Because here's the key. We're selling to their pain. No one wants pain. They want the pain to stop. And we're going to make the financial pain stop. We're going to position you as the doctor bringing the medicine, the expert advisor bringing the medicine to their financial pain. I want you to think about how powerful that is. See, people worry about money 24/7. They struggle to save money, and they have financial fears and psychological pain. They carry it with them everywhere. They're worried about money in the back of their mind. You just have to know how to speak to it. Here's our Mark One Wealth Academy marketing message and how it starts. Is how to become wealthy without saving money through real estate. Now, I want you to think about what percentage of the people you know want to learn how to become wealthy without saving money. You know the answer to that. Every single one of them want to learn how to do that. They don't know how to do that. And that's the expertise in how we take people, whether they're renters, homeowners, seniors, high net worth people. Those are the 4 demographics that we really focus on. And we show them how to start no matter where they are and how and when we're going to get them to a place where their financial pain is over. Here's what I do is I educate my clients on how they can become financially secure and how they can build wealth and even retire without saving money through the acquisition of real estate. Would you be interested in learning how you can become wealthy and even retire without saving money? Well, here's what I do as a real estate wealth advisor. There are 5 critical questions that we all need the answers to. Here's the first one. The first one is, and this is what we just talk about in our consultations, is we need to know how long your life savings will last. Do you know very few people ever do this analysis? Statistics reveal that 80% of the people will run out of money in less than 5 years, but they don't know that. But that's where we start. We analyze where are you now based on what you're doing currently. Number 2 is how much will inflation increase your monthly expenses? Very few people, they know what their expenses are today, but they have no idea what their monthly expenses are going to be in 15, 20, 25 years when time of retirement is. We need to know what that is. So we're going to do an inflation adjusted analysis. Number 3, how much monthly retirement income will you need, including income taxes? So let me give you an example of what I'm talking. Let's say your bills are $5,000 a month. In 20 years, they're going to be about $10,000 a month. If your bills are $10,000 a month, that means you're going to need to have about $13,000 a month in retirement income to pay your taxes and pay all those bills. And that leads me to number 4. And here's where the rubber meets the road, is do you know how you'll create this retirement income that you're going to need to pay your bills to live the lifestyle you desire? What we do in our consultations is I'm going to show you not only how, but when we're going to create that $13,000 a month of retirement income, and you never need to save money. Now, I'm not discouraging saving money. Saving money is a good thing. But I want you to look at saving money as icing on the cake. I'm going to show you step by step and show you a path on how we're going to take you from where you are to renter, homeowner, wherever the case may be. We're going to create that kind of retirement income and the timeline, how we're going to, and you never have to worry about saving money. And here's the other thing, is you don't really need to have any money to get started. You got $500, we can get you started on this journey. And number 5 is how you protect your life savings and assets from a major recession or lawsuit. I'm going to show you how to get rich. We're going to help you to get rich, but we want to make you financially bulletproof. Would you be interested in having this consultation so we can get you on this path of how to become wealthy without saving money and then make you financially bulletproof so you never go backwards and you can leave a legacy of wealth to your kids? How many people do you think want to learn how to do this? I'm telling you, unless they're mega wealthy, all of them want to know. And this is how we get into client consultations at an epic level. And as the agents, we train you on the front end conversation. And then we bring in the real estate wealth advisor and we do the consultations and do the analysis. And we've got the financial calculators and financial tools to do all of this. And here's what we're going to do. And we will position you when people, here's what happens with this presentation. And we have testimonials that you can verify this. But here's what happens. About a third of the people are so blown away they want a consultation now. And we get into appointments at an incredible level, and they're fired up and they're ready to get an appointment, get a consultation, and start moving forward. Another third are like, okay, wow, I get it. You know, I need to learn more. They're a little cautious. We give them the book. We give them some more information. We have our website. We get into more conversation. And basically, we have them on the hook, but you got to reel them in a little bit slower. But they will be your clients. That's 2/3 of the people, when they see this presentation, will be your clients. You'll have ongoing email marketing. We provide you with all kinds of content, and we start to reel them in like I said, fishing. We just kind of gradually start bringing them in. We get into the consultation. Our conversion rate with clients is 80 to 90% of the people when they're done with the consultation say, okay, and here's what they literally say. I get it. What do I do next? And here's what they do next. Is we get them a loan pre-approval. We explain to them, okay, here's what we need to do. We need to determine your buying power. We'll get your loan app, your pay stubs, your W-2s, your tax returns, all that good stuff. We determine what your buying power is. And now your agent knows what they're working with, and they'll get a written pre-approval letter defining what that is. And then you and your agent can run around and go find some property, and we'll get you off and running. This is our money-making machine. It is unlike anything the real estate industry has ever seen before. It works at a level you just never imagined possible. But here's what's important, is why? Why? Because we're not asking, do you want to buy a house? What we are doing is we're marketing to their financial pains. We're showing them a path to the life they want and the solution to those financial pains. And now they get excited, and now they are excited to buy, and their fear of buying has been pretty much removed. You know what their fear is? Of not buying. Here's the next level is we want to get into the consultation. This is where the magic is getting into the consultation, educating the consumers on how they'll end the struggle of saving money, build real wealth and income, and leave a legacy of wealth. So what do you believe is possible for you and your client's future? If you limit yourself to the false belief that the only way you can sell houses is to talk about houses, then you know that future because you've been living it. But if you believe that you can change people's lives in a powerful and profound way, eliminating their struggle of saving money forever and building serious wealth, everything will change. This COVID thing. Learn how to capture prospects in seconds. We do our live training every Tuesday, and we stream it online. So if you can watch it live, or we'll email it to you. Here's our Mark One Wealth Academy, and you'll see how to get a hold of us. This is my email. This is Serena's. If you have any questions, look forward to talking to you about what we're doing. I know you want to make money. If you want to help people too, that's even better. What we have can change your life and can change your clients' lives in a fantastic way. I appreciate your time. Feel free to reach out, and I look forward to talking to you a little more. I'm Mark Prather, founder of the Mark One Wealth Academy.